Why do I look so white? Look at my face.
You are kind of washed today. What'd you do?
No,
last night?
it's the camera filter.
Good morning, pre-gamers. Happy Thursday to
Red
you.
shirt looks good in that camera.
Your shirt, it does. Pops.
Yeah, it does pop.
What's popping? Is that what you say? Can we say that?
Yeah, you could say that if you want.
Not allowed. Morning, Claire. Good morning, Ryan. 840. I played my I know you don't get a kick out of it. Nobody does, except for like Shane on the stream. I yesterday on the way up to baseball in Omaha, I played our Tuesday show, just the opening, and both my boys and one of the other baseball friends were in the car. They got a kick out of Tuesday.
Oh my god.
They absolutely die laughing in the car. That's all I played for them. That's all I played for them. Tuesday. Come on. You know what we have to do tomorrow? We got a lot of fun today. Brett, Jodie, Jeff Motz. Ask Will anything today. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow we need to call Dayton Todd. Just randomly we're going to call him.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And just say hi because we miss him.
Tomorrow we'll have an open Friday.
We will open Friday.
Yeah.
Sister coming in? Or is she going to not come?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. I got to talk to her.
Too good for us?
She's down at Beatrice and Nana.
Morning, right Adam.
What's up, Adam?
Too good to come hang out for a moment.
She's busy, man.
All right.
She's busy.
All right.
Man, I'm in a better mood now.
Yeah.
Last night.
You probably are a little pissed off.
Those T-Wolves, man.
Morning, Ernesto.
What up, gang?
We're going to get to that. That Husker baseball. We got a lot, man.
Yeah, baseball got to win.
Yeah,
that's
they
nice.
Did. Survive in advance.
You know what other baseball team got to win? The Kansas City Royals, who won 6 in a row.
They just keep winning.
Oh, you're going to be in town Sunday night, Claire?
She might.
I have a busy Sunday.
You got a lot going on. It's like, did you have graduations this weekend or anything?
No, I have
just family.
two wedding showers.
That's right. It's a wedding shower.
Yeah.
Wedding shower week. I got graduation central.
I bring up wedding showers to people your age, and they're like, what the hell is a wedding shower?
Oh, I remember going to them.
Well, no. I mean, apparently it was just a bridal shower, right?
Yeah. What kind of shower is it? Is it a couple shower?
It's a couple shower.
Right, I get those. Couple showers, bridal showers.
But that used to not be a thing.
Yeah,
right?
It did.
Couple showers are.
Really? Even when I got married almost 24 years ago.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. They had a bridal shower. We had a one or two. The couple shower's always been there. Just depends on who's going to put it on for you.
Right.
You don't just like, hey, you want to have a shower together?
Yeah.
I mean, you do that, but it's nobody else is invited to that couple shower. Okay, but somebody probably said, hey, I'd like to host a shower for you guys, right?
But the new thing is, and I don't think you had these growing up, there's now engagement parties.
Hell no.
Yeah, like when you get
that's
engaged.
Like gender reveals. Hell no.
Yeah. Well, that's the newest thing. That's something my generation started. Yeah.
Just looking for a chance to party. That's it.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
To me, like that's like when you have kids, when you have a birthday party for a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old or even a 3-year-old. That ain't for the kid, man. That's for you. That's just a reason to get together so somebody can, 1, watch your kid smash his face in cake, and 2, a reason to have your buddies over to get drunk.
I think Claire would say that was the point of her high school graduation party. Right, Claire?
You know? I mean, I'm gonna lie to you. I didn't really want to watch all my kids smash cake on their face to clean them up.
KFOR. I hate when that happens.
Stupid people.
Yep.
Claire said, "Yeah,
she knows what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be having Brett Jodie on first.
Shortly, yeah, we will. Hang on to your seats. It's gonna be a show today.
A lot of audibles.
They're not playing well. Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Thursday. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson, back on a Thursday. back on happy last day of school for everybody. Happy
wow.
Parents' Day, because no more damn drop-off lines, no more pick-up lines after today.
What a day.
Everybody's having a day. All your teachers are going to go out and get margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
It's that day.
That's exciting, man.
Exciting. I'm not going to lie to you. I was so happy when I dropped my boys off for the last time this summer. Woo! Get out!
Get away from me.
And I was excited because I knew they were going to wake up so amazing. And they did.
Yep, right out of bed.
So, but welcome in. I think we have him on already.
I think so.
He's ready to rock and roll. Saltdogs manager Brett Jodie. Hey, Coach.
What's going on, guys? I'll tell you what, you got me excited about the last day of school thing, man. That brings back a lot of memories right there.
You know what? That's one of my questions, like thinking about memories, because I do it for my mom. Would do this every last day of school for us, because I grew up on East Coast, like you did. I grew up in Charlotte. Krispy Kreme Central. Dude, we got Krispy Kreme donuts. The morning we wake up, we got some damn Krispy Kreme hot donuts. We knew school was over at that point.
The last day of school rivals Christmas morning for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm being honest. It's tough to get through that day because you're just filled with excitement, and you just, it's like a movie script where you see all the papers flying in the hallway or whatever, and you're just getting out of there, But it's a beautiful thing. You got warm weather outside. I'm an outdoor type of person anyway, so you feel like you're out of jail finally.
Speaking of students, Coach, you guys had the annual LPS game a few days ago. That's always a fun time. What was that like?
It's the loudest game in the damn league all year long.
It's like constant loudness, right? Constant chatter and everything. It doesn't matter who scores or what happens. The volume kind of remains the same throughout the contest. So I'm not sure they know what's going on or not, but it was actually a really good game. We had a chance to win it there at the end, and obviously you should have, I think, in my opinion, but didn't get it done. But it was a really good game. But yeah, it was a lot of good energy, a great turnout, beautiful day, beautiful weather versus the night before, which was pretty rough on that Sunday. But yeah, well, wonderful Monday at the park.
Again, we're speaking to Saltdogs manager Brett Jodie. Coach, I want to ask you something growing up in the game of baseball. I always think about this because I still talk to a lot of my former coaches, and one specifically I still keep in contact with. Growing up and learning to love the game, who were those mentors and those people in your life that helped you get the love of the game and help you want to be productive in that game?
Yeah, I've been fortunate to have a lot of positive influences on my life. My dad, started out kind of coaching me and stuff like that. So that really helped a lot, because just the availability and wanting to go out there every day, and it was kind of a routine. You go to school or whatever, and you come home and do a little bit of homework, and then you're going to the field and going to practice with your teammates and stuff, and just putting in that extra work. And sometimes when it wasn't a team practice, we still went out there and just hit or pitch. I remember him catching me even coming up until he couldn't anymore, and I always wondered, like, why are you not catching me anymore? And now I get it, because I don't want to play catch with my guys anymore either. So it was a lot of fun there. And then the high school coaches I had, and obviously in college and professional and stuff like that. I mean, they've all helped mold me and teach me and help me grow. But it's way deeper than just the X's and O's of the game of baseball. It's so much about life, and that's what I try to instill on our guys too. It's so much more than just out there trying to win a game. Obviously, that's a big part of it, and a huge part of what we do. But there's so much more to become the well-rounded person, the total package. Somebody that the fans love to come see, and just a good person in society. So we're trying to incorporate all that and grow that, all those type of people. And I, in our locker room right now this year, and most locker rooms I've been in, we have those, that group of guys. So, but yeah, that's definitely the best coaches you'll have, grow you in all aspects to deal with the world, deal with people, deal with the game, all that stuff. And it's definitely been a pleasure to be surrounded by so many great people growing up.
We're talking to Saltdogs manager Brett Jodie. Coach, talk about how the season's been going so far. Only about 13 games in. I'm sure you'd be the first to say these last few games didn't go the way you wanted, but what do you like, and what are you trying to see different here?
Yeah, I mean, the last few has been tough. We've lost 2 rain-shortened games, so that's been tough. I think one after 5.5 or whatever it was, and one maybe after the 6th or whatever. So, yeah, that's been tough, and had to run our own third a couple of times too, where it's been a time to run and haven't been able to get that done. And then the last 2 outings just been it's been a little more lopsided. I think it was 1-1 going into the sixth the other day, and then gave up 6 in the sixth, and that game became, kind of out of reach or whatever. But and then yesterday I had to throw a spot starter in there that I've never seen pitch. So the first time I got to see him was yesterday warming up before the game. So those are some of the things you have to do when you're dealing with some of the things we are. Already in this short season, we felt very hot, and starting rotation was doing good, and we were getting some timely hits. And now, some of the hitters have cooled off a little bit, and some of our starters are not able to, go as deep into ball games or be as successful as they were the first or second time through. So, which is, the hitting, the timing is going to get better and stuff of these hitters and everything. So you expect more runs to be scored. So, but we got to get some more guys hot and start producing some RBIs and different things like that. It's some of the guys we're depending on are just not up to where their standards are. And that's, I'm sure they think the same way about themselves. So we need to get back on track with that. And like I said, the injury bug did kind of hit us a little bit, which it's tough to be hit so early with that. And we're trying to remedy that. And I'm trying to bring in a few more guys and stuff, but it's always tough to, is it a long-term injury? Is it a short-term thing? Because can you make it through the next series or two while you're waiting for a guy or two to get better? Or do you need to bring in replacements? And there's a lot of moving parts, and it's been already this early in the season. There's been a lot of moves made and a lot of things we're trying to get on top of. But and then just because we need somebody at the time doesn't mean that player is ready to come at that time. So I'm talking to some AA and AAA guys that we could use a week ago, and they're still not sure if they want to come quite yet, or they're talking to their agent or whatever. So it's a tough timeline and everything, and a lot of things to go through. But we're plugging ahead, doing our best, and trying to remedy some of the issues we have right now.
Coach, talk about, stick with the offense a little bit there. Talk about offensive strategy a little bit. Obviously, with the makeup of a team, it changes, or it could change year to year, or however you want to fit it. And then talk about that a little bit, offensive strategy, but also this year's team. Obviously, you're probably going to go, look, you say we want to get some more people hot, get some guys that we depend on to start being dependent on, and then maybe hit a few more home runs.
Yeah, I mean, home run production will be great. I was concerned a little bit coming in of where those home runs would come from. But what I like is I like it to be spread out where you got 5, 6, 7 guys that can hit 10 plus. Yep. Rather than 1 or 2 that are going to hit 25 or something. And I feel like we have that type of team. It hadn't, come yet. I think the kind of the curse is we probably hit the most home runs in spring that I've ever seen any of my teams hit. So that was probably a bad thing. We were leaving the yard with regularity in spring training. So that's kind of cooled down a little bit. And then so you want to use some of your speed and maybe bunting ability and different things like that. But then when we've tried to bunt, we've not gotten it done. And we do have a couple speed guys, but it's been tough for them to get on first. The old saying, you can't steal first base, except in the Atlantic League a few years back. So we're having trouble getting those guys on first. But we have some playmakers where if they can get on, it really creates some havoc and produces some RBI opportunities for our power guys. So. But that's one thing too. We're not driving into runs with consistency. I'm having to put some of the guys in the middle of the order because they're hot, but I'd rather them not be in the middle. We need other guys that are kind of middle of the order hitters, but that's just the way the lineup's kind of shaking up right now. But we know that can change and stuff. And obviously I'm looking for a piece or two as well, something to kind of spark some things. But we do have some positives too. Like I said, Jack Dragham's still swinging it well. Dakota Connors is swinging it well. Aaron Tack is swinging it well. But again, I was talking about it with our coaching staff last night. If you have a weakness in this league, if you have 3 guys that are not swinging it well, they will be exposed. And then in the lineup, the pitcher will kind of pitch around guys. You're giving up a couple singles, but then you reach some guys that aren't real hot. And then next thing you know, you're out of the inning because you get a double play or a strikeout or whatever. So you really need guys competing 1 through 9 in your lineup consistently. And that's not taking place quite yet, but it needs to. We feel like we have the guys that can do that, but it needs to start happening.
Coach, let's go to pitching real quick. I'm looking at Karan Patel. I think that's how you say his first name. This guy is really dealing right now. 1-0, .84 ERA, in 10 innings pitched. First year with the Saltdogs. Talk about how he's been looking right now, the story of how he got to Lincoln, and apparently there's a little connection he has with another player on the team.
Yeah, so he knows Nick Anderson. They were down there training together in Texas, and it was funny because I was kind of filled up. I had a lot of guys on the pitching staff, and then his I believe it was his pitching coach from last year in the Pioneer League called me and just had nothing but great things to say about him. Was really praising him, and so I really kind of revisited the situation. I got his name earlier in the off season too, from Nick Anderson and stuff like that. And I reached out to him, but then kind of got covered up with some other names and everything. But then it came down to it, and I just heard so many good things about him and started to talk to him and really fell in love with Karan as well. So decided to add him, and obviously it was a really good move with some of the injuries we had right before spring and in spring training with some of our starting pitchers, and then Mitch Stone getting picked up. Yeah, that's been kind of an issue for us where we have the 5 starters, but we have nobody to go to. If a starter happens to give up some runs early, we have no long guy. So I brought in Aravalo to be a long guy, but then Foster Pace has a little oblique issue he's dealing with, so he would have started last night, and Aravalo would have been in the pen, but I had to flip-flop that and start Aravalo. So, like I said, a lot of moving parts. You're trying to get on top of things and everything, and it's just there's a lot of when the fans are over there like, take him out, Brett, and stuff like that. I'd like to, but I don't have anybody to go to in the 3rd inning right now. So. I'm counting up innings, and we only have 4 innings out of the bullpen, and we're in the 2nd inning and we're struggling. So there's a lot of things to it, and I know fans just want to win, and so do I. But sometimes you're trying to survive and stuff as well. Marshall Autry has 2 innings on the year, and he had to pitch another inning last night, and he threw up a 0, which was huge for us. But yeah, back to Patel. He's done a great job. He's a joy to be around. He knows his stuff too. He's kind of helping down there with some of the pitching coach duties, and that's kind of how it works. Everybody works together and helps each other out and shows somebody a grip on a slider or talks about mentality or whatever. And that baseball talk really helps a lot because I can't be everywhere. And like I said, you learn from a lot of different people. It's not that I have all the knowledge. There's knowledge to be shared amongst everyone. So that's good to have guys that care and want to help each other. And that's one thing special about independent baseball too, is everybody's in it together. Everybody's trying to help each other out and improve upon the situation. So it's a lot of fun to really, everybody rowing in the same direction basically and pulling for each other and really helping each other.
Well, Coach, we won't take too much more of your time. We appreciate it as always. What is up with a day off already this early in the season? How do you handle that, and what are you going to do today?
This early, man, I thought it was late because we played 13 straight. I guess it is early, but I feel like every year, because you're trying to stretch out the pitching staff and everything, I feel like, within the first week, you usually have a day off or something. I think we might be the only team without a day off so far. So it was much needed. In all honesty, we're thin pitching. The position players are banged up. We got some bad news on some guys that we're going to be without for a little while and stuff. So it kind of gives us a chance to regroup, breathe a little bit, hopefully take a step away. I think most guys are probably going to take a step away because we've been pounding it and working hard and getting after it. And so I think it'll be good to just take a break and relax a little bit. But I'm going to be working the phones today. I'm trying to bring in a couple pieces. So be working hard on that and recharge the batteries a little bit, maybe do some laundry, different things all the stuff that's not fun at all that is necessary, So that's probably my plans for today. But it really recharges the batteries a little bit and gets you. It's amazing what a day off can do when you're playing every day, and then it makes you that much more excited to get after the next day.
Well, Coach, Monday I will be going to the game, actually, and I'll be going with a buddy of mine, Elijah, and me and him made a bet. I'm a Timberwolves fan. He's a Nuggets fan, and we made a bet on that last Game 7. Whoever's team won, the loser would have to attempt the 9-9-9 challenge at a Saltdogs game. Are you familiar with what that is?
No, I'm not. I'm really interested in learning what that is.
What that is Elijah has to eat 9 hot dogs, drink 9 beers in 9 innings. So he's going to be attempting that on Monday. Do you have any advice for him?
Stay away from the third base side and leave Coach alone.
Man, I believe I'd call in sick on that one. Can we do 18 beers and hold the hot dogs? That's tough because I'm thinking about how full you're going to be, and then the beers. I want to see the before and after pictures.
Okay,
if you can.
Yeah, we'll come show you. Yeah, we'll come talk to you.
Yeah, personally, right. I want to see you in person. That'd be great. I want to hear how that goes. We can talk about that next time. But that's pretty interesting. That's a heck of a bet, and I think I might have to incorporate that into something in my life sometime.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time as always, my friend. You guys enjoy the day off, get some work done. Safe travels as you guys go to Kansas City and go sweep those guys. So take care of yourself. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds like a plan, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Saltdogs manager Brett Jodie right there. Always good stuff with him. Let's take a break. We're coming back. Special edition because he's taking the day off tomorrow. Jeff Motz when we return.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got to go see Coach now.
Oh, yeah, we will.
What's up, Justin? Good morning, Greg. Ryan 840 got a wash former Major League pitcher I work with trying to tell him he's got 3 outs for the Dogs left. Yeah, you do. Come on.
Wait, can you share us the name? I'm curious who that is.
Yeah, why I got to call him washed? Poor guy.
I wanted to bring up Monday is actually guaranteed win night.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
It's
So if
that
they
night.
win or if they lose,
You get tickets.
you get free tickets.
They win.
Yeah.
Screw, go buy more.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm surprised you guys didn't do like a Winter Wednesday to cut the cost down for the $9.99.
Well, and I thought about that. I might pitch in like $20 to the guy just because,
No, listen. He took the bet. He lost.
I know, but 9 hot dogs and 9 beers. How
Payment.
much? That's at least.
He's got to be what? Let's see. I've never bought a beer. I have, but I can't remember. Let's say they're $8.
No. I
More?
mean,
$6?
Let's say I'm sure he's going to be drinking Busch Light.
All right, so we'll go $6, right?
Do you think it's $6?
I don't know. I'm just guessing because it's not like any kind of special night.
No, but they sell those Busch Lights for $1 on Dollar Beer Night.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm going to
let's
guess they're
see.
like $3-4.
Well, let's look. I'm fast forwarding here because you're going Monday, right?
Monday.
What date is that?
That's the 27th.
Okay, so that is nothing. There's nothing. No drink specials.
Right. It's guaranteed win night.
Guaranteed win night.
Yeah.
So let's just say they're 5. $45.
45.
How much for a hot dog? 3?
3.
27.
27.
That's $72 roughly.
I'll pitch in. I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Motz is here. Let me get his mic on here.
Motz.
Oh, echo.
Rookie.
All right. I think I got your mic there.
Rookie. Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
June 8th marks 27 years in this
I
fine
know.
business.
I'm just about streaming with the volume up.
27
Well-
years, Motz.
But yeah, see, my iPhone that I have won't let me turn it down all the way. It's weird.
No, and that's not just your phone. That's everybody's phone
phone.
when they use StreamYard for some reason.
I don't know why that's such a glitch.
I made a joke. You laughed earlier. You were telling a story. We're going to tell a story about rabid Husker fans, and he mentioned rabid Creighton fans. I said that's not true. It can't be because there are not rabid Creighton fans.
because they're rabid Nebraska football fans too, right?
Yeah, they just,
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they don't go to games for the sport. They go to drink and stuff and hang out and
they go to games
wine
to
and
drink
stuff.
wine.
Oh,
yeah,
look, we're at a game.
in their cardigans.
Hey,
in their cardigans.
speaking of that, do they serve hard drinks at Nebraska basketball games? At
Oh
BB8?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I once bought Hooks one,
Yeah. Okay.
but it was a double and it was like $19.
But they've been doing it longer up there since
Up there. Yeah, it's a
when it was formerly known as Quest Center.
little open area.
Yeah, about 20 years ago. Before they added in those seats above where that beer garden is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, remind me after this segment, we got to give something away. I forgot.
Oh,
And I wrote it down right here. I got a pair of Saltdogs tickets right here. I wrote it down too.
God.
I wrote it down. It's right there.
I'm embarrassed.
We'll give them away. Coming up.
I'm embarrassed.
I don't care. You want to call right now? Call right now. Caller 5 right now. 402-48. No,
Hold
we're,
on,
on the
we're
stream.
not on
We're on
air.
the stream. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. We're on the stream. I forgot. I'm just talking.
you got like 30 seconds left.
I'm just talking.
You got good eyesight, Motz.
I do.
Well, I feel like that'd be hard to see from where you are.
I'm starting to realize that
See how
the
big
very
those
fine
numbers are?
print, if you look at like an aspirin bottle or a pill bottle and you look at the fine print, I'm starting to realize, whoa, I can't see that
Listen,
anymore.
You just take the drugs on memory now. Welcome back to the Morning Hookup. Happy Thursday. Special thanks to Saltdogs manager Brett Jodie. Yeah, when you're taking like Advil and stuff now and aspirin, don't read. Just go on memory. Think I could take 4. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Done. Don't think about it.
Pain will go away, won't it?
Yeah. We got Jeff Motz in the house. Motz, what's up?
Oh, where do I begin?
You got graduation stuff. Go. You
I
look
got
like
graduation
you
stuff
like,
this weekend.
Like you have a kid that's graduated and you're beat
Yeah.
up. You've been drugged around by your tail, being told what to do.
Well, no, I mean, this is something that we've been doing a renovation deal at our house for like the last couple months to get ready for this day.
Mm-hmm. It's a special day.
And it's also going to be perhaps a place to where we could have family gatherings down the road. So anyway, between that and news and sports, there's a lot going on in this fine town.
You're a proud dad, I'm sure, this weekend.
Yeah, our graduation is Sunday. Yeah, we're having the party tomorrow, so I'm not here tomorrow. That's why I'm here today with you guys.
Oh, you're partying tomorrow.
Yeah, our open house
party
is tomorrow.
Done. Go graduate.
Because a lot of the open houses that we've been invited to are happening Saturday and Sunday.
We've got that same thing going on. We start tomorrow night, like the one tomorrow night, and then it's just like friends of parents that we know,
right,
that are graduating.
So yeah, you get it. And you're going to be there, what, another year?
Yeah, I am next year, man.
Next
We're
year.
a year away right now.
Yeah.
Year away.
So start planning now.
Funny how you have 3 to go and Motz has already had 3.
I have one other one, and then we got this one, and we're done until
I got a long haul.
Then we got maybe a college graduation to worry about in 4
Here we go.
years.
I got a long haul.
So
well, last week, man, it was a big week. High school baseball. Where do you want to start?
Yeah.
Oh, where do I want to start? How about that walk-off win for Malcolm?
Yeah, back-to-back champs.
Bottom of the ninth.
They were down 2-0, and the kid that started for Elkhorn, Mount Michael, was on fire, and he hit the pitch limit. So they bring in a reliever. Well, that's when Malcolm started to tee off and chip away with 2 outs. They tied the game up, and walk-off base hit did it, and then they started dogpiling, I think, on the outfield.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of sports, even at that level.
Mm-hmm.
When you get into a situation where you're playing for a championship, and something like that happens, that's huge. That's exciting. And so Malcolm wins the C title again for the 2nd straight year. And how about those Norris Titans? They were in a neck-and-neck game against Gretna East for a bit. Then they had a big, 5th inning, and Norris breaks the drought. They had not won a state baseball title in 11 years. They did it 12-7 over Gretna East, and Cale Fountain now heads off to LSU as a state champion, and younger brother Bryce going to be back for 2 more years down there. Norris looked very solid. How about this for Norris? This spring alone, they win state baseball. They won the state track title, and they won state golf yesterday in Class B.
Did they?
Yep.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
Yep.
Cool. Do you know where that was?
And they played state golf out in Scotts Bluff.
Yes, Class B.
Jeez.
Class B had to go
Far.
What?
They went the farthest.
Yes.
And then it was A at Norfolk.
Yep.
Okay.
C was at Columbus, I believe, and D was out at North Platte.
By the way, congrats on the Rockets making state in boys golf. 22 years. since
Yeah.
it's been.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
they
impressive.
had a good group of kids there. You had Hayden Tenneper, Carter Thompson, I believe, Eli Ash, and I think there was somebody else that made it too. I'm trying to remember right offhand, but those were the guys that were kind of the marquee names of among others on that team. And I think they finished 12th or 11th, I think, in the final team standings in Class A. So,
And
but
correct me if I'm wrong. Someone Bryce.
Yeah.
To listen to the show. Maybe he still does.
Yeah, well,
He's the golf coach.
I saw him over the weekend. He's the
Northeast.
one who told me that
Yeah,
they
he's
made state.
He's the golf coach.
well, Alex Savela is, I think, the head coach.
Yeah.
Bryce is on that squad.
He's the assistant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's super cool. Super cool
But
stuff.
yeah, so Norris makes the run in spring sports for the boys, at least of the major programs. So they get 3 state titles this spring. And then we get to the Class A baseball championship last Friday night. And this was the rematch from a year ago, which Lincoln East won in extra innings. And Millard West, to their credit, got a hold of the bat early, and they were able to get, base runners on. They were able to get some some runs across early on starter Carter Mick from Lincoln East, and Spartans fought to come back. They kept it interesting in the 7th, and then a ground out did it, and Millard West won their second state title in 3 seasons, and Lincoln East fell short of repeating. And it was a good year for East, 32-2.
You think? I think that's all right.
Think about it. You
to
go back,
follow up a state title, their Legion run, all they had.
Oh,
and
man.
to come back and be a runner-up.
They've had such an incredible run here in the last year, in the last couple of years for that matter, in baseball. Go back to 2022 when they got to state. And, this has been a great 3-year campaign for this group of players over there. I would imagine that the summer Legion season, which got underway last night for a lot of teams and gets underway either this weekend or next week, this could be interesting to see who is back this year for East. A lot of these guys that they're losing a lot of seniors. They got some guys back next year in Troy Peltz and Joey Senstock, Jeter Worthley.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are back. Some of the other guys that they lose include AJ Avasco, who's going to go to Kansas State. Garrett Springer's going down to Missouri State. Owen Lessig is going to go to Washburn. It's hard to say if they're going to stick around maybe for the summer to play, or they're going to go play at another level to get ready for college level baseball, especially at the Division I level. But a great run, and falling short of the trifecta for Lancaster County.
I know.
I mean, that was tough, but a close one. But think about this: of the 2 losses, both by the final 4-3, and they were to 2 Millard schools.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing to hang your head about.
You mentioned Gretna East played. Was at Mount? You said Gretna East was in baseball.
Yeah, they played Norris.
Norris. Okay, thank you. They made the final. Their women's soccer team made the final. I think it's interesting. And they've only been a school for how long?
This is their 2nd year, and I think you got a lot of kids that maybe transferred over from Gretna High.
Which makes sense.
Which would make sense. And
Right.
so that's, kind of the key there. You saw something similar to that years ago with when Elkhorn South opened up, and there was kids that were going to Elkhorn High or maybe some of the other metro suburban school districts that were doing this, making the transition over there. And then look at Elkhorn North here in the last 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they've won 4 girls state basketball titles. They won a track title. I think they won golf. They've won a state baseball title. And they've only been in existence now 4 years. And you see some of that maybe spilling over from Elkhorn High, maybe Elkhorn South, maybe some of the other Omaha area schools too that would, bringing kids into that part of the community. So there's some benefit to those newer schools. Let's go back and look at Lincoln Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We talked about it last week and a great run they had at the state tournament in baseball. You see kids that were left over maybe at a lower level at like a Southwest or a Lincoln High or someplace else, maybe North Star, make the transition over there to establish a new tradition there. And they make a great run to the state tournament in baseball. I mean, they were 1 win away from playing for a state title, playing another game because it was double elimination in that part of the bracket. They had to beat Norris twice to get to a state championship matchup. Mm-hmm. And it probably would have been interesting to see a Northwest against a Gretna East.
Not?
2 of the newest schools that you're going to find in this part of the state play for a state title. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, I suppose. But yeah, it was a great year. It was a great run for spring sports. Mm-hmm. State track wrapped up, and we talked about that. Soccer. Now boys golf kind of sealed it. Tennis is over with too for the girls. So, the high school sports season is done. And then the only thing that you have going on essentially is Legion baseball this summer. And then you got the off season basketball leagues that get going. The summer leagues for the high schools will get going here once school lets out. Mm-hmm. And those will take place over at the Kinetic Center in Westo, or they'll go to Omaha and play. And we'll follow those a little bit, but mainly Legion baseball this summer. That is what we're going to be focusing in on a little bit too.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to ask, who won the Class A golf title?
Omaha Westside did.
Westside did.
Southeast got third. Gavin Gerch, who is Andy Gerch's son, finished third. I think he finished even.
Even par. Yeah.
Even par.
he was-
We know a lot about him. The family also plays baseball with our 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Their youngest. Not their youngest. Close to their youngest.
Yeah, so Gavin's capped off a great high school career. Southeast boys were team runner-up at
Yep.
the state golf meet. And so Gavin heads up to Creighton to go compete. And then Southeast will look to maybe kind of reload their group of golfers for next year. Boys golf in Lincoln this spring has been interesting to watch, too.
Mhm.
It really has. And you guys mentioned how Northeast got
Yeah.
guys to state for the first time in
Yep.
over 20 years, which is hard to believe. But,
Mhm.
it's nice to see a lot of success happening. And, of course, we honored earlier this month, we honored our scholarship recipients for student athletes and our coaches and sports person of the year from the KFOR Sportscasters Club. And we did present that virtually on social media. And a big hats off to all those fine folks that won state championships this past school year or even the year before for a job well done. Take the summer off, and then we look ahead to the fall.
Very good.
Wow, can't believe it's already done. Congrats to all the champs, whether it be baseball, softball, soccer. I mean, the whole year, basketball. You guys did a phenomenal job. You guys covered it well as
Thank
well.
you.
Phenomenal job, Will and Motz and all the guys and gals that have done it here for us. So, but just stay tuned because Motz will be back around with he's going to be every Friday with us. We're going to talk Legion baseball and keep rocking.
Yeah,
stuff.
you'll talk other things with me too.
We will. Oh yeah.
But did you guys start talking about? I haven't had a chance to listen, but did you guys talk about the football game?
We
on
have
Friday?
not.
We haven't
We
yet.
have not talked about
Okay.
Friday night football that they're making us play September 20th here in Lincoln.
Now look at it this way on several fronts. From a logistics standpoint, we talked about this earlier this morning, is that you almost have to make sure that classes are not in session that Friday
You got to
Yeah.
give them the day off.
They got to. There's
because
so much,
you got to clear out the parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
you got to set all the barricades, parameters, all the.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into game day operations down there.
Mm-hmm.
that,
and-
plus freaking parents got to get their kids out of school. I'm probably taking mine out early so they got somewhere to go so I can get down there.
But for the city, they want to have games if they can on Saturdays because it's an all-day deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Elijah and I were talking. We're wondering if they're going to make that Friday an all-day thing of events, 400 consecutive
Yeah, that's
sellouts.
a 400.
We're wondering if they're going to make.
I would
that-
imagine they would. Why not? Yeah, it's the 400th sellout.
Yeah.
Why not?
By the way, Bill, you couldn't have been more wrong on this.
What?
You have said many times in the past that Nebraska would
I
never,
thought they would never
have a Friday home game.
I really thought they'd
I
never
just-
have
that-
one.
I just like it when you're wrong.
No,
that comes down
I'm
to
wrong a lot. Believe me, you're not the first person to tell me I'm wrong.
that comes down to you're never wrong.
Oh no,
But
oh.
that comes down to
Stace, don't call.
how the television networks have kind of dictated
Mm-hmm.
how
Oh, yeah.
they're going to cover games
Right.
and the money that's involved.
Mm-hmm.
So the Big Ten and Fox coming down yesterday and saying, hey, we're putting the Nebraska-Illinois game on Friday night in Lincoln. Now, we have not had a game in Lincoln outside of a Saturday since September 20th of 2001,
Yep.
9 days after 9/11, because the week of 9/11, they called off the game with Rice and moved it to the following Thursday, and that's when they played it. But every other game that outside of the day after Thanksgiving type of game that's been played in Lincoln, which has always been a Friday, everything has been on a Saturday in this town. So it'll be interesting to see how things adjust
It's a bad deal.
because, well, that's extra work for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have enough time. I mean, that shortens the time to
Mhm.
prepare to get ready for what you got to
Yeah.
do for your business.
All that. I mean, it's-
There's a lot of places that are going to be doing that.
And yeah, we're not the only ones. I mean, Northwestern at Maryland.
Look at the
Michigan
one.
State at Oregon.
Look at the one that'll blow your mind. I think it's Rutgers. Look at the
Yeah.
Rutgers game. It's on the West Coast, right?
Rutgers at USC. You know what time that starts in New York?
No.
11 p.m.
Oh man.
They get. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I found out, what was it, like a year ago, they were saying that the reason why Rutgers does play a lot of football games on Fridays is because a lot of their high school games are played, I think, during the day on Saturdays.
So they
Interesting.
put the better viewing
Right.
programs on
Well,
Saturday.
and you were talking about how there's a really important game that Friday.
Here in Nebraska, there are a couple of games. Now, one here in town is going to be East and Southwest at Seacrest.
Oh.
It's scheduled for that night.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And that's typically a big draw like Southeast Southwest
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, for sure.
But then in Omaha, you got Bellevue East and Omaha West Side. So you've got two powerhouses set to go head to head on the 20th. And that brings up the other question. What does the NSAA do? And what do all the schools do?
It's going to be
Would they ever move them to Saturday?
The trouble would be is that you have a lot of high school officials that also do small college or area college games on Saturdays. That might be impossible.
To move them to Thursday.
Well, you probably have to move them to Thursday, or there may be some circumstances where games would be moved to like a Friday afternoon.
So they would up everything.
Which would mess up a lot.
Everything.
But and I've always been
Fox.
It's always been one of my things that I think Friday nights are devoted to the kids, especially if you're trying to if you got kids that you're recruiting.
They can't come to town that week from other states. They're
Right.
playing.
It's impossible.
Jason chimes in, says, what a bunch of brain dead morons. Why would you put 400 sellout on a Friday? I hope UNL brass is up Fox ass.
Perfect. Well said.
Well, and again, that we go back to what we were talking about earlier. Fox and the Big Ten see dollar signs. That's why they're going to do it.
You got to comply.
And then this is a kind of a replacement for the Friday night SmackDown that the WWE had on their primetime slot for Fox, and that's gone away. So
we'll have to deal with it. We'll get there.
A lot going on.
By the way, and if we're going to do a football game here on the radio that week, it'll probably be a Thursday night or whatever night that can work out. So we'll see.
Go. Motzi, appreciate you.
You bet.
Enjoy your day off tomorrow.
I'll try.
All right, enjoy the time with your son and graduation.
Thank you. And I trust Will with the news and the sports tomorrow morning.
Boy, we got Boy Wonder. You're fine.
It's going to go great.
It's going to go great.
That 4 o'clock wake up call is going to be bright and early.
He's got it. So, hey, couple things. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate you. Right now, we're going to do 2 things. I'm going to let you know what's coming up. 1, 402-489-1240. That's 402-489-1240. Caller 6, pair of Saltdogs tickets. We're giving away right now. And also, get your questions ready because when we come back, it's Ask Will Anything.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Light them up. They're not mine. Are those Will's? Are they your sunglasses, Will Wilson? He's answering phones now. He hates it when I talk while he's answering phones. Love it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Greg, yep, come on, Bill. You know there are some rabid Creighton fans. Someone was no doubt bit by a rabid coyote or raccoon. True. Questions. I'm starring. You guys get them in, I'll star them. Caller 5. Call back right now. Here we go. 6, yes. Right now. Come on. I want to say hi. Yeah. Here's clear. That's a great one. All right. Starring questions. I'm writing a few down myself, guys. You guys are awesome. All right. Long. Okay. Good. So who won?
Dave.
Questions are coming. I'm starring stuff and I'm writing some of my own.
Okay, good. All right, good.
I got you. Will Nora be able to chime in today? I know she has a new job.
I'm texting her. She can't get on the stream, but she's sending in questions. So I do know a
shoot
few
them
of
to
them.
me so I can ask them.
Okay.
It's part of the gig here.
I don't want no
This is good
scrubs.
stuff. For me.
Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride.
Trying to holler at me. Oh, boy, I hope all the kids are enjoying their time. My kids get out at noon today.
Oh, that's so exciting.
They've been, today is the Rockin' Field Day. That's all they do. Go for field day. Daughter's got 3 finals today, and then we're going to lunch together.
That's very nice.
And starring stuff. They're chiming in with questions. Hey, thanks, Nor, for shooting them in. She can't get on, but we have shot me questions from Will. I will make sure we get to those. That first one's amazing. I like both those that she sent. Both those. That's awesome. You said Dave won tickets. Motz was awesome. Pow, 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 pow.
All righty. Let's do this.
Big wheel, the high roller, strolling through with an entourage. Hard to camouflage.
It's kind of like the theme song for it now, isn't it?
Yep.
Big Will. That's Big Will over there. No, handlebars.
Nah, I do this.
Just one?
This is my thing.
One. Yeah. That's you. Welcome back in the Morning Hookup. Special thanks here to Jeff Motz hanging out on the Morning Hookup with us. I know we're going to get to Wes Withy, but I know we'll get to
Wait,
it.
say that again?
I know we're going to get to Ask Will Anything.
My God.
I said it really fast.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry. I was thinking ahead already. You want to get the T-Wolves thing off your chest now, or you want to wait till the next segment?
No, we can get it off now. I watched the entire game.
Yeah, boy, just a
And
tale of 2 halves.
They should have won the game.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, man.
You look at the
some of-
stats,
oh,
they should have won that game.
Look at some of the stats, like the 3-point line. They won the 3-point line 54-18.
Yep.
Wow.
They won. I think they won the turnover margin.
Yep, by 3 or 4. They lost the points in the paint by 24. They also had this guy named Kyrie Irving on the first half that kept them in it.
He was nails.
And then a guy named Luka who owned the fourth quarter.
That's right.
The T-Wolves looked gassed, didn't they?
They did. It looked like they ran out
it's
of
funny
gas.
because the announcers kept alluding to that.
Yeah.
But then you saw at that one point when they said they were tired, boy, they
I think Stan Van Gundy should stop doing TV and start eating hot dogs for a living.
The announcers were alluding to like Anthony Edwards looking tired, but then he rose up for that big 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, he ain't tired.
No, they were though, and I'm not freaking out.
Don't freak out.
The
Costly turnovers at the end, by the way. I know they lost a turnover.
They did.
But some of those, like when you're like the one at the end when like whoever drove in and was out of bounds and Luka got it, it was like, settle down. You need possessions this late in the game.
The more desperate team always tries to win game 1, and it's all downhill from there. I'm not worried about it.
You'll be fine.
I'm not worried about it.
You'll be fine. Let's get to Ask Will Anything. I just want to make sure you got that off your chest a little bit.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
and
you,
also, congrats to Dave. Dave got the tickets. Go see the Saltdogs play. Thanks for hanging out and listening to us.
Mm-hmm.
Adam chimes in. Question for Will. What quarterback has had the biggest impact for Nebraska? Tommy Frazier, 2-time national champion. Eric Crouch, Heisman Trophy. Zach Taylor, coach in the Super Bowl.
Biggest impact for Nebraska football. No, Tommy Frazier.
Yeah.
Tommy Frazier. I think that's pretty.
Getting those titles
pretty
the way
easy.
he was. Pretty good one.
Yeah, I mean, he the reason Nebraska football is talked about is because of him.
Yeah, a lot of it, right?
But Eric Crouch did win a Heisman, which is a big deal, but never won a title. So I'd have to go Tommy.
Might be in that. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting question because you got to look at it. I agree, but you got to look at it from like the impact after as well. Tommy did it here. Does it show you anything about where you could go, where you could be with Zach Taylor coaching at a Super Bowl?
Well, Eric Crouch didn't do anything.
No, post
either.
Neither. I mean, You got one that did something post too that probably didn't
Yeah.
on that side. So Claire wants to know what's your favorite smell.
My favorite smell?
Yeah, I know, that's interesting. I thought it was interesting.
I love pickles. I love the smell of pickle
What?
juice. Yeah,
That's
I do.
disgusting. But
I do love the smell of pickle juice.
pickles.
Yeah, I mean that comes to mind. I love the smell of Italian food too, and I love the smell of Chinese food.
You just love the smell of food. It
I
sounds
love,
like.
I love food, Hooks.
If you ask my kids that question, I guarantee you they're going to say the smell of cookies being baked in the oven.
Cookies.
They're good. Ernesto, favorite baby names, boy and girl.
What the hell?
I don't even know. I'm just asking the question.
Ernesto, what are you on today, man?
Yeah, he's asking baby names.
Babe, my favorite baby name for a boy is Will, and my favorite baby name for a girl is Maggie.
Look at you going the easy route. Ernesto also wants to know who your sleeper pick is for the Charles Schwab. It's a golf tournament. It's coming up. I don't even know if we've even looked at it.
No, I haven't looked at it, but Scotty Scheffler.
Is he even playing?
Is he not playing?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Actually, my sleeper pick for the Charles Schwab tournament this weekend is KJ Choi.
I don't know if he's playing.
I guarantee you he's not playing. That was supposed to be a joke.
KJ Choi. I don't know. Ricky Fowler's in it. I don't know. There's a lot of dudes in there. Who knows? Boy. Ryan 840 has a question for Nora. Speaking of the first lady, how did her first day at work go? Her new job. He wants to know.
I'll tell you what, she is loving it.
She's in great.
She has
in a good
nothing
spot.
but good things to say. She is really, really liking it.
Awesome. Good stuff. Speaking of, Nora does chime in. This is such a loaded question that she asked you. What is one debate that you think you could definitely win?
Interesting.
That is so interesting.
A debate I could win.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. The best Tony Hawk video game, I could win that debate.
Oh, that's the one you're gonna. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Claire wants to know buttered popcorn or salted popcorn.
Salted.
Do you put butter on it too?
No.
No butter on what? Just salt in the popcorn.
I'm not trying to get a heart attack.
I know. Just bye-bye. All right. Maggie wants to know what's your favorite thing about spring?
Favorite thing about spring? Golf.
Yeah.
Golf.
Yeah. I
Definitely.
like that.
When spring hits, that's golf.
You know it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's time. Shane will. What is the coolest jersey you've ever owned? That should be an easy one. I think I know it.
What's your answer?
For you?
Yeah.
I think it would be that Bo Jackson jersey you got.
Oh, it's definitely the Bo Jackson
that thing
jersey.
Is badass.
But I also have, and you've never seen this jersey. I have a old school Kevin Garnett.
Oh, why do you never sport that thing?
Well, it's really big. My cousin got me it for Christmas a few years ago.
Will, you wear extra large shirts?
No, but this
when
thing
you
is
don't
like
need to.
This thing is like triple XL. It's like a dress.
Game worn.
It's pretty authentic, man. But definitely
sweet.
the Bo Jackson. That thing is so
That
sweet.
thing's badass, dude.
I love that
Your
jersey.
boss man hooked you up. Will from Justin, favorite golf ball to play. What do you play? What's in the bag?
I play TaylorMades. The new TaylorMade
TMs.
Yep.
I like them.
And they're obviously working because they helped me beat Hooks' ass last
I knew
week.
you were gonna go there. Moving on. Maggie, I think we can answer this one, or will. But favorite golf club in your bag?
Oh, you know what club it is?
7-iron.
No,
It's your driver.
no,
It is your driver.
no. It's my 3 hybrid.
Really? I would
Oh.
never would have honestly guessed that.
That
I thought it
club-
was 7-iron or driver. I thought your driver would be like because you hit it so damn well.
Well, I do like the driver, but no, that 3 hybrid. It's the oldest club in my bag.
Yeah.
I've had it forever.
That one you hit on 7 the other day was pretty sweet. That's what you hit, wasn't it?
It has bailed me out so many times on the course. It's unbelievable.
It's called the rescue wood
That
for a
is-
reason.
That is Mr. Reliable. That
Right.
3 hybrid.
Yeah, it is. Ryan 840 putting you on the spot here. Who's your favorite? Who's your first choice for guest hosting after Ernesto?
Matthew Malone, of course.
Well done. Well done. Good. Sorry, I was getting Nora's question back up here. There were more coming in. If you could trade places with one athlete for a day, who would you choose? It's a great question.
Man, who would I choose? I think the easy answer is like somebody who's really popular, like LeBron or Tom Brady.
Mhm.
You know, I think I'd want to go in the golfing route. And I don't want to choose Scotty Scheffler because he just had a kid, and I don't want to care for a kid right now. I don't want to be Tiger because the guy can't walk. Well, he can, but you know what I mean. That's a tough question. Actually, you know who I'd pick? Kevin Love.
K-Love?
No,
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know. That's a tough question.
Ricky Rubio.
Ryan 840 wants me to say Fred Couples.
Yeah, you didn't
I
mean
wanna
to
be
say Freddie.
Couples.
Absolutely.
No, I that's a tough question. Which athlete? OJ Simpson is
Oh,
probably.
jeez. Oh my gosh. This is getting weird.
Let's see. What did Ernesto just say up there? He
There's
said
a lot going on up here with Scotty. He is playing in the tournament. Will Pickles, did you ever cramp up in band?
No, I never cramped up in band.
Oh boy.
Sometimes you would though, because you got to march on your heels.
Yeah, apparently. Well, I have the one for you. It's just because it's my kids have always already talked about it. They do every year. The day, so tonight you'll go to bed because school's over, right? How long is your first day sleeping in? When you're a kid, how long that first, or were you the crack of like, all right, summer is here, I got to do stuff? Or how long did you sleep in for?
As a younger
Yeah,
kid.
as a younger kid. Like I have a 13-year-old. I know if I let him go tomorrow, it'll be like noon.
I remember when I was younger, I'd wake up early and just start the day. As you get older, that's when you start sleeping in more. I'll tell you what, when I moved downstairs in my family's house, I was probably a junior at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I would sleep till 1 a.m. or
Just
1 p.m.
Just
excuse
let
me.
it rock.
Yeah.
Just let it roll.
Oh my God.
Down the basement.
And that's
Nobody
what-
down
and
there to bother you.
Yeah, and that's when I first kind of started, well, never mind. I guess I can't really say that. That was around the time I was introduced to marijuana, and so I would like really sleep in. Yeah,
Sounds like this is a confession.
it is. Yeah,
Hope mom's not on the stream
I
today.
could care less if she is. She knows what's going on. Yeah. So there we go.
Nice. Well done, everybody.
Ernesto says he's high on the hookup.
Yeah, you are. Shane said KGT Wolves jersey. That's legit. Wish I could fit into my Amon Green jersey from when I was 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I got a few favorites. I got a Husker basketball jersey, which I really like. My friends got me a Devin Booker jersey
Nice.
for my birthday a few years ago, which is a really cool jersey. But nothing tops that Bo Jackson
I don't
jersey.
have a jersey. I'm not a jersey guy.
Well,
I
because
couldn't
you're
answer.
at the age to where if you do, it's weird.
There's dudes my age that do, and they're weird.
I know.
My kids have some really cool ones because my 13-year-old used to, well, not collect them, but he's such a big jersey guy. He used to see them. They don't fit anymore, but he's kept them. I think he has an old KG one too that he just picked up.
Ernesto says, Will, you will make a great father.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
Mama Wilson knows what's in the fanny pack. She does.
She knows. She knows. So, all right, man. A lot of good stuff. How much time we have left?
We got about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Look at some of these stories. Kind of a cool story, man. Remember NC State, the player that DJ Burns?
Yeah.
Do you know what? So, leading up to the draft, per report, he's dropped 45 pounds.
Yeah, I saw that report.
4 workouts a week at 5 a.m. Dropped 45 pounds, man.
I saw that report, and the report I read, it ended with, he lost all this weight without Ozempic. Like, it's like shocking now that people can lose weight without Ozempic.
That they can actually work out, eat right, and do it the
Yeah.
right. I mean, not the wrong, but not dissing that,
No, I'll agree with you.
but
I mean,
doing it the right way. Versus,
Yeah.
like I know people need it and have to do it.
but now we're shocked that people are losing weight without it.
yeah,
Like, give me a
congrats to
break.
him. Congrats, 45 pounds. Something probably not shocking is that ex-NFL star Antonio Brown has filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, really?
He owes nearly $3 million to creditors. Put
Well-
that in there. We're not shocked, right?
Well, that comes hours after he announced he was voting for Donald Trump this year.
Jeez.
So,
My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness.
yeah, he's something else, man. Caitlin Clark's kind of having a slow
She's
start.
having a slow start. She'll figure it out. They said he had to adjust. She'll adjust. Tomorrow, no Dane Todd. But we're going to try to call him and say hi to him. He's really busy and make his day tomorrow. So, and maybe your twin?
Yeah, Maggie may come in. I don't know. I got to talk to her.
Come on, man. So, all right. You guys have a great Thursday. Be safe. Be kind. We'll now catch you on a Friday.